Yup, and just like that, guys, for the first time ever here at CSGO News, we're covering a CSGO pro player officially suing Valve following what could be a falsely done VAC ban. Yes, we've talked about Jamppi time and time again here on this channel. In his younger teenage years, before his CSGO pro career even took off, he was actually given a VAC ban on a connected Steam account. For all of you guys who are not Counter-Strike viewers or players or fans out there, it pretty much does mean if you have any Steam account connected to you with a VAC ban, you can never play CSGO Majors, the biggest events in CSGO to hold. And with that being said, if you can't play majors, oftentimes and most times teams, like in Jamppi's case, will not sign you. It was actually speculated and rumored that apparently Jamppi had a chance to join OG in their first entrance into CSGO, but because of his connected VAC ban and the fact he could not play at majors, they chose to go elsewhere for another player instead. Now he's actually potentially suing Valve, brought to us by Decay. I will link this great article down below for all of you guys. Decay apparently kept his head down for the entire week to break a gigantic story, the first time ever a CSGO pro player actually fighting back at Valve, and many people questioning, why is this guy doing this? In his very own statement that's actually come out so far about this, he openly admits to the fact he actually sold his Steam account to a friend or another person who then got the account VAC banned, and people questioning that as to, oh my gosh, you just admitted to breaking Steam terms of service. And this I respond to all of you guys, what would you rather have him do? I think the most important part of this article by Decay was the fact that Jamppi had tried every other measure to get in contact with Valve and other people out there who could help him out and try and get in touch with Valve to get this problem resolved, and he has now reached the breaking point of what else does he do to get Valve's attention besides sue them. The most breaking part of the article, I would say heartbreaking, and in terms of biggest news out there, apparently Jamppi tried to get in touch with the CSGO Player Association, who just didn't help him whatsoever. If there is a CSGO or a player association in any esport out there and you just don't help a pro player, then what are you made to do? That part kind of irked me. Of course, we'll probably have a response from the CSPPA. I believe that's the nomination they actually use, or the abbreviation they use as well. We'll see what their response is to all of this, and especially if Valve does finally respond. Here's my final take on this and why I will be cheering for Jamppi. Do I think he's going to win this case? I don't know. It seems pretty unlikely to go up against a gigantic company like Valve. If Jamppi can't prove that he actually gave that account or sold that account to someone else, then it's a meaningless fight. But when it comes down to it, what else is he to do? Also on top of that, people saying, oh no, he openly admitted to breaking Steam terms of service. That doesn't mean that he can be VAC banned. I think he's trying to go for the case that if he can actually prove he sold or gave the account to someone else and they VAC banned it, at the very least, he won't be VAC banned. And there are no CSGO pro players out there who are going to be banned from majors because, oh, he sold a Steam account. That's the angle I believe Jamppi is going for here. And if he can actually prove the account was not under his own ownership when it was VAC banned, then at the very least, he will not be VAC banned. And I think CSGO teams will likely approach him again in the future if he can keep on proving himself. I cannot see Valve all of a sudden going, oh no, you sold an account, you broke our terms of service on Steam, we're going to ban you from CSGO majors. That just wouldn't make sense. He would probably face some sort of punishment when it comes time for owning Steam accounts, but at the very least, inside the game of Counter-Strike Global Offensive, he would not be VAC banned because if he can prove it, he never did it in the first place. That's the overall angle of this. You know, will the lawsuit go down in that exact way? I saw many tweets out there. I wish I could remember who exactly tweeted this one out. It really struck a chord with me, though. This is a case of precedence. This is a gigantic case. It's almost equal to that, okay, maybe nearing that of iBuyPower, right? If iBuyPower ever tried to sue Valve and get them to overturn such a gigantic choice, I mean, think about this, guys. We'll close on this as well. This is Jamppi, who many a years back when he was a young kid was VAC banned and banned from CSGO majors without, you know, ever making it public. At least Valve has never stated it. And all of a sudden, he wants Valve to take back their ruling and allow what could be a technically VAC banned or connected VAC banned Steam account to a pro player to be allowed to compete. Can he actually do it? I have no idea. Will I be rooting for him? I certainly will, and I hope you guys can understand where a kid is coming from. This is his life, his career. No one else has taken him seriously. Listen to him. The CSGO Player Association themselves have not helped him, and this is the last straw. Jamppi becomes the first ever CSGO professional player to now sue Valve. We will see where this goes, and if he can afford to even keep it going. Woo! Okay.